Good evening and welcome to Tottenham Tantrum Gold. You have myself, Phil Latisse, in the house. Kuva is in the house. Good evening, Kuva.
Evening, Phil.
And Dermot is on his way. So, the plan for tonight, we're going to watch a retro game of Tottenham Norwich, just bearing in mind we're playing Norwich on Sunday. This will be it. Some of our great superstars of yesteryear that, we sadly miss at this time. But anyway, we've got the highlights. It'll be a great game to just sort of watch through and have a look. For those of you in the house, it would be great to see your comments and everything. So we'll see you as you come on. So, yeah, we'll welcome Tottenham Tantrum Gold. So good evening, Dermot. Look forward to seeing you. And so Kuva, how's your day been? Pleased with obviously last night, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean we were flying last night. It was back to seeing the old Spurs, wasn't it? We were passing the ball around quickly. It was players flying into tackles. The pressing was brilliant. Couple of goals. Everybody doing their job. Every single player pulling their weight. Even the ones that have taken the biggest criticisms recently, like Sanchez. It was just lovely stuff, wasn't it? So inspiring. So we'll have a look at a nice few goals tonight as well.
Yeah, that would be great. I mean, again, obviously not that we talk about the recent, but Ben Davies. I'm literally going to say it. Well, I've already done it, so my hat's off to Ben Davies. But a great performance. But anyway, shall we have a look at Tottenham and Norwich?
Why not? Let's just bring up something to see. And I'll hit play on that. Right, here we go. It's a game from back in the 1980-81 season.
Oh, that looks like is that a John Fashanu there?
Justin Fashanu.
Justin Fashanu, sorry. Yeah, it's a
yeah. And who else have we got? Anybody else we know there? Joe Royle.
Joe Royle.
Yeah, went on to manage Everton, though. Perhaps some of the younger fans will remember that. Otherwise, I don't know any of that Norwich team.
No, I'm looking at that.
They're hardly household names, were they?
No.
But this, on the other hand.
Yeah. Archibald and Crooks. Ricky Villa. I can't see. Oh, Ardiles didn't make it. So Graham Roberts was there. Terry Yorath. But the man that was... Sir Glenn Hoddle.
It's just great seeing the old names again. With this season, let's think this will be leading up to the 81 FA Cup final. We featured that a couple of weeks back on the channel, but it's just seeing the players in their sort of league outings instead, because cup finals are always a bit different. It's always a little bit more scrappy. But this one we should see our team in full flow in a home game.
I mean, some of the things I'm already looking at, which again, you're just not used to. Look at the state of that pitch now.
Yeah.
Compared to, you think of what it was like last night. It looked like it was carpet last night, didn't it? And they're playing on mud. So the point I'm trying to get there is when you look at their skills and what they can do, they're doing that on a marsh, aren't they, basically, compared to, some of what they've got, for today.
They really are. I mean, you could argue perhaps the skill level was even better back then because they had to deal with this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Especially the people dribbling the ball. You see it now on the, like you said, lush carpet. It's almost easy. But back then, a little bit later on, he wasn't even for our side, but I remember hearing about Norman Whiteside for Manchester United.
Yeah.
And some scout spotting him because he was dribbling, I think it might have been a rugby ball or something like that. It was an odd-shaped ball, whichever sport he happened to be playing at the time. And he was going over basically a potato patch with it and dribbling past players. And scouts picked up on that. He's actually got quite a lot of skill.
That's hard going, isn't it? I mean, even if you were dribbling a football on a potato patch or a rugby ball on a perfect pitch for now, that's just something different.
The other thing that really stands out is look at the state of those shorts.
I know.
There's no comfort room there, mate.
No. So who have we got? So come on, you Spurs. Hi, guys. Big up yourself. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Lovely to see you in the background there, guys. And again, if we can ask you to please like and subscribe, that will certainly help us.
Indeed. What's up? Oh, good to see some proper tackles flying in again.
I was just going to say that's a proper solid tackle. So who's the keeper? Is that the keeper? Is that Melia? Is that Alexi?
It is, yes.
Yeah. Is he the one that had the horrendous injury from Joe Jordan, like teeth knocked out, bust jaw, and everything? I do seem to remember him.
There was an incident like that, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Is that? I'm assuming it would have to be, because then we'd be going on to sort of the Ray Clements era after that, wouldn't we?
Yeah, because would it have been? No, we must have signed Clements in the summer after the Man City win, because he played. I'll call him a bit of skill there from the ref, but he played in the '82 Cup final, didn't he, Clements? So somewhere before the '82. He finished, but he didn't play in '81. So definitely, I'm sure that's how it works.
It would fit in with the injury to Alexis, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Just
what?
How easy is that?
Stevie B.
How easy is that?
Stevie B, take note. That's how to finish.
Such a beautifully weighted through ball as well.
Yeah.
I don't get to see all of that. Again, talking about the potato pitch and then getting the pace on the ball exactly right back then.
He literally left the. Oh, look at the timing! But he left the keeper no chance whatsoever. Good evening, Derek. Lovely to see you tonight, my friend. Hopefully, you're here just in time for Steve Archibald's opener.
Indeed. Let's see what else we've got here.
That's maybe Hoddle not quite at his best on a challenge, but do you know what? You didn't need him to do tackles, did you? Because he did enough elsewhere.
You had set roles back then, didn't you? It's none of this everybody having to do every role.
No.
And forwards didn't go chasing around for other players as well. They just stayed up there waiting for the ball.
Yeah.
How do you think Gary Lineker would have got on in today's game?
Do you know what? It's sorry, I'm just with Hoddle. It's always that question, isn't it? It's like, because we're just surmising. If we sit and say, "Oh, well done," ooh. If you sit and go, "Oh, he'd have definitely been a success," you don't know that. I would suggest if you put him up front at Man City at the moment, he would bang 40 goals a season without any shadow of a doubt. But we don't know. I think I asked this the other day and said, maybe the guys in the comments. But if you could have a fully fit from back in the day Gascoigne or Hoddle to slot into today's side, who would you take?
Oh, I remember us doing this question as well. It's such a difficult one, isn't it? Because I think if your team's a little bit on the weak side overall, you'd take Gaza, because he lifts everybody. He can do it all by himself when he needs to.
Yeah.
But if you got a decent team already, you'd want Hoddle to spray out the passes all the time, because if Gaza's playing in your team, it's all about Gaza. You've got to receive the ball from Gaza and give it straight back to him.
Yeah,
he wanted it constantly.
And that's his famous. It was Lineker's famous quote, wasn't it? He's like, "If you passed to Gaza, he only gave you the ball back if he had no choice, or you were going to pass it straight back." And it's just,
and the no choice bit was basically when he's knackered.
Yeah, that was it. So yeah, I'm absolutely battered. I'll pass to you now, but yeah, I just. Do you know what? It is a tough choice, and obviously, unfortunately, we'll never know. I think Gaza was a bigger character than Glenn Hoddle was, but with regards to playing ability, they're two iconic people that for me,
different kinds of genius, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think Gaza would. I suppose Gaza would have to edge it though, because It was just the all-round entertainment package.
Yeah,
Still
suppose with
remains
him,
the only.
he could. Sorry, I was just. He could dribble. He could pass. He could that. Whereas Hoddle wasn't so much a dribbler. He was more, the pass, the long ball, and again, 99 times out of 100, he's putting it on. He's putting it on the money, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm trying to remember which other player it was. It was a really well-known international, like really big name, and I remember him being quoted as saying that they also used to fear Gascoigne because when he played against you, he could do everything you could do, but do it better. So it's just basically making you look like a lesser player just by being on the pitch. And I've got a weird feeling it might have been somebody a bigger name was like Lothar Matthäus or something. That would have been insane if he said it. But
they just clashed, didn't they, at 1990? So Gaza was on the trajectory going right up, and Lothar Matthäus was right at the end of his career. And they obviously played that, the semi.
Yeah, let's forget that one.
Yeah,
great game though.
But I mean, again, there with Hoddle, he's just
Anyway, let's look at this lot again though, because Archibald's sticking away the first goal already. Ooh, that was a nice little finish. Yeah. Forgot how good he actually was at Fashanu.
Justin Fashanu, yeah, he was. I mean, I always remember. I think we talked about it last night when we were prepping, but I remember Norwich went to Liverpool and lost 5-3, and he did this most amazing goal possible where.
Ooh, touch a handball there. Where's the VAR decision?
Yeah.
Not having that doesn't count.
No, so still 1-0. But no, he walloped it up in that top corner, and I think he had a lot of issues outside of the game, but he was the more talented of the two brothers, wasn't he?
Justin? Certainly was. Yeah, John Fashanu was just a battering ram type player.
Yeah,
I mean, total handful, of course, but ask Gary Mabbott.
Yeah,
that's why I don't like John Fashanu anyway, because of that.
Yeah.
Anybody watching that doesn't know what happened as aerial challenge, and John Fashanu basically shattered Gary Mabbott's eye socket, nearly forced him into retirement. But Gary Mabbott, such a warrior, he could just come back from anything, even lying on the pitch with the injury. He wanted to just get up and carry on. They had to make him leave the pitch.
Yeah.
It's insane. Nowadays, you get people like slight change in the breeze and they're down clutching their haircut. It's just different times altogether. Yeah, it's funny though. Watching this lot, how quick they are on the counter at times.
Yeah.
When you got Steve Archibald in your team.
Is that Steve Archibald there chasing back?
Yeah.
So he's a striker. So it's like, what is he doing chasing back? But again, you talk about team commitment.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you see Dele Alli doing that? No chance. Not fast enough anyway.
No. So what's going on there? Cool. When he breathed out there and he had the bandage on his fingers, it looked like he was having a fag.
Well, it was common for players to be smoking back then, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Even the double winning team, there's some famous photos of them in the dressing room, cup of tea and a cigarette.
Yeah. It's just like... Let's get over it. I wonder where our dealers was for this game then.
Well, let's think. It's before the Falklands and everything, so we can only assume it must have had an injury of some sort. Unless he's on the bench. I didn't see that.
No, I can't remember who came up there. I just remember not seeing.
It's tricky to get hold of some of these bits of footage when you start going back over 20 years.
Yeah. I did see an O'Reilly. I think was that Gary O'Reilly?
I believe it is.
Oh, what a great save.
Certainly was.
Oh, there's Graham, isn't it? So Graham. That's a good old cross there. That's.
Ooh, I thought he saved it. It was off the post, wasn't it?
I'll take that back, Mr. Alexis. That's the weirdest thing as well, isn't it? When I guess that's another reason why you probably didn't go and oh, you're at half time.
Oh, we are. Let's I just got to put that up for a second.
When you got to that, there was no hounding of the keepers and chasing back because keepers could just pick it up. So it kind of felt a fruitless task to be rushing around, when the keeper can just pick the ball up like that.
Indeed. Yeah, I mean, it's so many rule changes as well, wasn't it? We've had so many changes in the Premiership period, but trying to find the proper restart on this. It goes a bit hazy in the middle.
Oh, good evening, Paul. Nice to see you, my friend. Lovely for you to join us in a bit of a retro Norwich and Tottenham ahead of Sunday, just to see what it was like back in the day playing on a mud bath. So, but yeah, big up to you guys. Again, if we could ask you to like and subscribe. Our channel followers are growing, so it's great that we're getting the support from all of you, and we really hope that we're doing something that you really enjoy. So, if you have any requests or anything like that, please feel free to pop them in the chat. If not, when you go onto the Tottenham Tantrum Gold page, you'll see all of our Twitter IDs. So again, all of us are quite happy to have your messages and listening to what you got to say. We're doing this for something different, so that you all get a good view of what we grew up with. And in those days, it was glory. It was glory, glory, Tottenham Hotspur. Nothing for the future. It was all about now.
Quite a physique on fashion, isn't it? I mean, nowadays all the players are trained so heavily with the physical aspect of things, but back then you got natural athletes, and they'd really stand out, the real speed merchants. But yeah, it's so strange. When we do these throwback games, looking at the kit alone, look at the collars on the Norwich players, and
I think if this will show my age, when I was in junior school, that was my first Tottenham kit was this kit. Oh, good evening, Dermot. How are you?
Evening, Dermot.
Come on.
He's coming
what
again.
a finish! Oh, arise, Sir Glenn.
Doesn't get any better than that, does it?
On his wrong foot.
There's no such thing as his wrong foot when it's Glenn Hoddle.
But look at him.
Hello. Can you hear me, you two?
Yeah, there we go.
I mean, what? Look at that. Keeper's in no man's land there, isn't he?
Yeah. Not a prayer in the world.
Thank you for holding the fort for me.
That's fine, mate. We've just.
I just got one question.
Okay.
What happened to my intro?
It got lost.
It got lost. Oh Lord!
We did the Christmas intro because it looked like snow.
Yeah, I was getting ready to sing along with the fans anyway. What's the score on what we're doing?
Hoddle's just slotted 2-1. Archibald scored first.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to Cooper and Phil for starting it without me. But I'm here now, so
no worries. We've got Coys, Derek Hutchinson, and Paul Brown in the having a little watch along with us.
Yep, thank you for joining us, lads.
Yeah. This is from Carrow Road, this game, wasn't it?
Yeah. I couldn't see who number 9 was there.
Tony Galvin, I think.
I tell you what we have just seen, Dermot. One of them lost the ball, and the furthest player who chased back was Steve Archibald. Steve Archibald chased all the way back and tackled him on the edge of our 18-yard.
Ricky Villiers, number 9, by the way, for your information.
Okay. Because I always forget that because they changed their numbers per game, didn't they?
Steve Perriman always played in number 6.
Yeah. Ricky, I thought he was played in 5. Hoddle was always 10.
Yeah. I'll just bring this up now. Paul Brown, he subbed and liked tea in hand, ready for another nostalgia fix. Well, thank you very much, Paul Brown. Very kind of you.
Thank you, Paul. Yeah, that's what we're all about. We're not professional enough to be dealing with anything else.
I've got a new laptop today, and the screen's bigger, so everything's like in big size.
Ooh,
so
it's a full upgrade for Dermot. Now instead of just pressing the wrong button, it goes beep when he does it.
Oh, I've picked up Hoddle all game. It's just given the worst pass possible.
Look! Let's get this out of the way, Phil. Is it Adele or Hoddle you fancy? Let's get this out of the way.
Adele all day long. Cool. Come on, Ricky.
I'm waiting for the thing to come in now for Adele.
As far as man crushes go, Hoddle has to be right up there.
Yeah. As much as a very unfortunate phrase, but as a male crush, yeah, he'd be there.
I love the kit though. The kit's simple. Our kit.
Oh, I'll tell you what, the last few minutes, we're not giving the ball away a lot.
Yeah, I was just thinking, if that was Harry Winks, we would be slating.
Actually, going on to Harry Winks, did you see that picture of Dyer, Davis and Winks? And Dyer's given out to Winks for last night, and Davis is in the middle with his arms behind his hips, behind his back, just standing there watching them.
No, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it's on Twitter. Really funny.
I tell you, he was a. Do you know the bit I always remember about Steve Archibald? Do you remember?
Yeah, who just come off there? Villiers for that's Paul Miller.
Oh, I met him a couple of weeks ago. He was such a nice chap.
Oh God, some of the Duff defending is shocking.
Barcelona, obviously, at this point, Barcelona had a certain Argentinian player. I can't remember his name, Diego someone. But yeah, they had Diego Maradona, and I think in '84 they sold. No, I was after the Spain World Cup. They sold him to Napoli. But do you know who Barcelona bought to replace Diego Maradona? Steve Archibald.
And he did really
well. He never got on with Birkinshaw, did he? Really, to be fair.
But do you know what? Jesus,
hit the poster.
I'm looking and thinking, why not? Even I know this is only a one-off game, but he's scored, he's contributed, he's tackled, he's put his heart and soul into it. Oh my God, what's going on?
The goalkeeper seems to be injured.
Is this the incident?
No.
Yeah, he got headbutted by his own player.
No, we were talking about he had a major injury, and I think it was Joe Jordan gave him a bit of an elbow, lost a couple of teeth, broke a jaw.
I remember Joe Jordan doing that to somebody. I just didn't remember it as one of ours.
Then Hoddle look and get ready to go and goal.
Mind you, I don't know how old. I was about 10 for this game. I don't know how old
I was 10 as well. So
I think this is the one.
No, this isn't it. No way.
Well, why has he been carried off in the stretcher then, Phil?
You don't get carried. I mean, he's not broken his jaw there, has he? And had 2 teeth knocked out. Not a chance. Here's Hoddle.
Yeah, told you.
No way.
Hoddle always went into goal. Always.
I just don't remember it. I mean, what?
Man United, Fulham. If I can remember this game, Man United and Fulham, he went into goal with.
I bet they're bloody good goal kicks.
Yeah. But again, please everyone like and subscribe. And thanks to Coover and Phil for starting this without me. I apologise I wasn't here on time. But just want to thank the guys for starting it. They did a fantastic job. So thank you very much to Barrier for getting this stream up and running.
No problem at all, mate. It's I kind of wish this was like from about 10 years later, because I know a lot more about the Norwich players then as well.
Yeah, we will be doing a 91 Norwich game with Gaza and Naeem in the next couple of weeks. So that's the one game we will be doing.
Right, are you ready for this then? So this is about me. Mila Alexic. In one tie against Man United, notorious hardman Joe Jordan broke his jaw in what was officially described as an accidental collision. The injury left midfielder Glenn Hoddle to take his place for the rest of the match. Despite the setback, Hoddle troubled in goal and Spurs won 1-0 with a winning goal.
Can I just say, you got this on fast forward, Cooper, because it's really funny to go fast and then go slow and then to go normal.
It seems all right to me. It's not the greatest quality of the lot, but
Justin Fashion, he's playing for a penalty or a free kick.
So are we down to 10 now, or were we able to bring a sub on?
No, we brought a sub on, so we're down to... It was only one substitute in them days, Phil.
Yeah.
And we already made it. Hence why Hoddle had to go and go.
Oh, come on, that's definitely no penalty.
We wouldn't have had a goalkeeper on the bench anyway, would we?
No. So a penalty to Norwich here.
Yeah, I think you had a goalkeeper on the bench if there was just any sort of niggling injury dates on your first choice, wasn't there?
Yeah. Again, I apologise for the quality of the video. It's the best we could find, believe me. There's some shockers out there.
It's 40 years ago, so, you know, the world wasn't in HD then, only if you were live.
This was nearly a brass rubbing.
Yeah.
Oh, Hoddle, come on.
It was never a penalty to start with. It was outside the box.
I'm just asking where's VAR.
Exactly. Their first goal was handball as well.
Yeah. It was 38 years.
He went the right way, Hoddle.
Didn't do too bad.
We're absolutely robbed here. I'm glad we got him on Sunday now. Bit of payback for this. 40 years in the making.
Yeah, 40 years. Come for Jesus. We've played them a few times since. I remember going to a game. We beat them 5-1 at the Lane 92-93 season. It was a Good Friday. And we've got a comment in here from Paul.
Oh, sorry. You've gone. You click it. I just did it as well.
Okay, you read it because you were going to click it, so you read it there.
Okay. Yeah, from Paul Brown. Social media today, without doubt, harsh on players when you see activity, play, mistakes of what we considered staple players of the past, typical us. Looking back through rose-tinted glasses. It's true, though, isn't it? So much we do take for granted now.
Thanks, Paul Brown, though, for the message. Though, we're being a bit harsh, aren't we, Cooper? Really?
Of course we are.
Was that Gary Crooks? What a strike, Garth Crooks. I liked.
He was a very underrated player.
Yeah, I had a lot of time. Stoke, we got him from, didn't we?
I believe it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a lot of time for him. I loved him.
He makes a sort of really entertaining TV personality, doesn't he?
Yeah,
his wild enthusiasm still,
and he's so well spoken as well, isn't he?
Yeah. We have got a belter of a game on Monday. Well, we're toyed between the two. I'm going to leave this in the chat actually. Either doing the 1971 League Cup final, Tottenham Hotspur against Norwich, or the 1993-94 Klinsmann's debut. So I will put that poll up on our Twitter page, Tottenham Tantrum, but I also want to know in the comments which game you would like to see on Monday. So we haven't done the 70s Cup final, I don't think, yet. So let's see what the comments say and what the poll says. So please get over to our Twitter page, Tottenham Tantrum. Please like and subscribe, and if you feel generous, I know it's a hard time of year with Christmas something, but you know you can donate to the channel. You don't have to donate to watch it, but you can donate, and everything goes back into the channel. There is a link in the about part on the main YouTube channel, so if you press about, the link is there. So I want to say thank you for Ben, who actually donated today. Thank you, Ben. It was very, very kind of you. And Ben will be back from his coffee shop on Monday morning with me and Hoover with Tottenham Tantrum Gold coffee, and that's the end of the match.
Oh.
Ended Norwich 2, Tottenham 2.
Fast games in those days.
Yeah, it was. And there's Glenn Hoddle, and they've got a bit of a pitch invasion, which we don't get anymore now.
Stevie P.
Yeah, walking up to the referee. Look at the fan.
What a player he was.
Yeah, I know. Actually, I've got a question for you too. So we'll take that off. So thank you for doing that, Cooper. Absolute diamond. Right, out of that game, who would you pick as your best player? Who was your man of the match out of that? Now, I only saw a little bit, so I'm going by you two. Who would you have picked as your man of the match, Cooper?
Go something different to me. Go on. I've got my person in mind.
I know who you're going to pick. That's the trouble. So now I've got to go for something else.
I've got a different question for you, Phil.
No, I don't think it's obvious.
The one that was standing out there for me has got to be Archibald. I told you, I knew you'd go for that. He just had so much pace, and the quality of the finish, it was just unbelievable. I mean, he just stand out more than Glenn Hoddle for a start on a match. That's already doing something. But he just had it all. It's great watching him. He's absolute legend for this club.
And Phil,
I would say absolutely. And it was, he was great going forward. He was in for all the challenges, but it was that bit where Norwich had the breakaway, and it was him who was tackling here, their striker on the edge of our area. The furthest person forward, suddenly to the furthest person at the back, and you're like, what a guy! What a guy! I think I honestly, and I know I've probably said this a lot, but I probably underestimated how good Steve Archibald was. Because again, when he was around, I was only 10, 11, so I wasn't as big. I was always into my football, but not in the same context that you are when you're 17, 18 and you go into the games. In those days, it's like, oh, Steve Archibald scored, we won, brilliant. You have to add on top of that as well. We had the huge hype of Ozzy Ardiles, Ricky Villa arriving. We already had Glenn Hoddle as well. I mean, it was a pack full of stars, so you could kind of overlook him, same as you when we're that young.
Yeah, sorry, now go on, Cooper, finish up. Sorry,
I was just going to say, when we're that young, you get starstruck with players, and you don't notice how good some of the others are. But it's a natural thing, really.
Yeah, there's a story going around. Firstly, Paul Brown says the 1987 FA Cup final. Well, that's something we're still in debate about. If people want to watch it, we will put it on.
It was a great game.
It was a hell of a game.
Good game, but a sad day. But okay, people want it on, but it's okay. That's in the mix.
The other thing about that 1987 Cup final was the final game of the season for us, of course. That is my favourite Spurs team, despite the fact they actually won nothing that season. They were just electric to watch.
We were so close to everything, weren't we?
Yeah,
Glenn Hoddle's last season, wasn't it? In
semi-final of the League Cup, because there's that question, isn't there? It's like, which Tottenham player scored a hat-trick, although it wasn't a hat-trick, it was 3 goals, and still ended up on the losing side, and we won't even talk about who we lost to.
No. But even those games were really good to watch.
Yeah.
It was
Didn't we win at Highbury 2-1 and he got them both, and then he scored first when we were at home, so we were way ahead, and then other stuff happened. But
also, was it that season as well where we were really good away from home but not quite so good at home? And when the question came of a replay, am I thinking the right season, or is that the 88-89 season? Anyway, we had a series of semi-finals, and the one I'm thinking of, we replayed against that lot. There was we won the toss as to where we wanted the venue played, and of course the obvious answer is at home. But on that particular season, our home form was not good, and our away form was amazing. So I remember half the fans, we were saying, let's play it at their place. We've got a better chance. But of course, you just can't do that. You want a big home crowd behind you at all times anyway. And it cost us in the end. So we kept thinking, was it the right choice to make? We have played that game away.
I'm just thinking, in '87, your centre backs would have been somebody called Gary Mabber and Richard Goff. I mean, it's
Heard the name.
But he was just phenomenal. Unfortunately, he only did the one season, didn't he? Because I remember Pleat talking, saying, he's like, I had to manage a team that lost Glenn Hoddle and Richard Goff. And you're like, yeah. He was up there.
Wasn't David Pleat up to something he shouldn't have been up to? Well, he got the sack in the end.
That's another issue, isn't it?
He was driving slowly alongside the pavement, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was talent spotting.
Yeah. But anyway, that's not football, so let's move on.
I don't know. You two are taking the show away. I'm just sitting.
So what about you then? What about you then, Dermot? Who was your?
No, you carry on. I'm enjoying this. This is great.
Otherwise, we'll forget we're online and we'll get sidetracked onto much better subjects. But anyway, that's another. We don't. Who was your man of the match for that game?
Cooper and Phil.
Even got the order right. Yeah, good lad.
Brilliant.
The check's in the post, Cooper.
Yeah, come on, Dermot. Phil's right. Come
on. Well, continue on to watch about 5 minutes of it. I'm very hard at, but I would have said Crooks or Glenn Hoddle, just for going in goal.
Oh, that's a good shout. Glenn Hoddle in goal.
Yeah.
All-round performance.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do tonight. I want to switch it a bit. If one of you can put the link into the chat for this, or I'm going to put the link onto the Irish Hotspurs WhatsApp group. And if anyone wants to come on and have a talk about their favourite Spurs moments over the years, come and join us.
Yeah, just leave it open.
Well, tonight's open night. So if you want to come on and talk about your favourite Spurs moments, do that. Are you doing that, Phil? Okay, I'll do it.
No, I'll do it. Hold
on. So what was your biggest favourite Spurs moment, Cooper? Out of all the history of Tottenham Hotspur?
Out of all the history, single moment. Tony Park's penalty save against Anderlecht in the 84 final. That just one specific moment in time. That was like I felt my heart coming out of my chest at that point.
I'll tell you what, the older you get, the tougher it gets, isn't it, to pick one moment. We had a brief conversation before we went online and we're like talking about our 5 best matches or 5 poignant moments.
I think Dermot's frozen. He was either writing down something with a lot of care or he's frozen. He's actually moving still a little bit better than Dele Alli does.
Yeah, I've seen Dermot move more than Dele in the last 2 minutes. Did you see the... Sorry, I know we shouldn't talk. Did you see the bit last night where Dele Alli was warming up and the ball went out and he kind of caught the ball and passed it back to the player and it was like, ball boy, you're just a ball boy.
I think he's linked something wrong there. Let's get rid of that comment, shall we? Yeah, surely can't mean a big link like that.
Well, that's the one I put in because that's the link I was sold. I was given to get in, so that's how I got in. I don't know whether there's a shorter version. So if you've got the shorter version, then you can.
If it works, it works, I suppose. What have we got here? That should do it. Well, I can just do. Sorry, we were a little bit of technical issues with Dermot again. Right. Anyway, He's back.
Sorry, that's not a link.
It's not, is it? Something's gone wrong there.
It's the link you sent me, so that does get you on.
Okay.
Okay. Well, we'll go for it anyway.
Well, we've got 6 people watching along, so like I say, anyone that wants to come and join us.
Did we get round? Yeah. Did we get round to your favourite moment, Phil?
No, my favourite. 84, yes. Ajax, yes. Ricky Villa, yes. I think it's got, for me, 91. Paul Gascoigne.
Yeah.
91 up, I think I would say all day long, because it wasn't expected. You know, we were on the brink of bankruptcy, but we had these 2 or 3 worldies along with, you know, some great other players, but just the whole match was just phenomenal.
Oops. Are we linking something there?
No,
Yeah.
Derek, Ricky Villa. Again, there's no bad memory. You know, what a memory that was on a late Thursday evening. You know, 1981. What a finish.
Hoddle's goal against Watford. Hoddle's goal against Man United.
Yeah.
Hoddle. Anything by Hoddle.
Yeah.
There's also lots of crazy things like Van der Vaart scoring against the Scum and running behind the goal and going wild. And
I mean, that's another great game that you'd never forget, isn't it? 2-0 down, 3 up.
Apparently, Deli's gone onto TikTok now. He's put a message on TikTok wherever he's on about. Probably about. He's still got ketchup in his hair, bless him.
It was a strange choice of colouring, that one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Dermot,
yeah, I apologise. I've got a new laptop, well, a second-hand new laptop today, and it decided to lock me out of the internet. So I wasn't looking carefully writing something. It froze at the wrong moment. I swear this week for shows has been disastrous for us.
Right, so Dermot, what about you? What's your top Tottenham moment?
Ricky Villa is going 81. Tony, same as I think Kuva said, Parks in 84, and Gaz is going 1991. So they're my 3 moments. And if I could go way, way, way back, Jimmy Dimmick scoring the winning goal in the 1921 FA Cup final. I was there with my great granddad, and we're right in the middle of Stamford Bridge. I mean, that day it poured down with rain. It really did. And I was waiting all day for Jimmy Dimmick to come and give me his autograph. Do you know the bugger never did? Never gave me his autograph. Absolutely ridiculous.
Totally unreliable. Should be there for the fans, shouldn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. I saw Phil there that day too.
I was there.
Phil was running on to see
just
the king.
Thought some other classic moments. How about Crouchy scoring away in Milan?
How about Crouchy putting us into the Champions League?
Yeah, that's another one.
I was going to say, I thought you were going to say the Man City one then, because you know,
the Man City one was like the occasion. I don't know. There was something about that the actual in Europe, that goal he got when Lennon. It was Lennon bursting forward with the ball, wasn't it, and squaring it for him.
Yeah.
And I just thought, oh yeah, we are really big time when we're winning away in these sort of stadiums.
Was that when we were losing and he got that goal back for us when we were in the playoff?
No, we were 0-0 in AC, and then Lennon got the breakaway and we went 1-0 up because we basically had to defend.
No, he scored a goal in the playoff round, Phil. He scored the goal for us, I think, in the playoff round. We were 3-1 down, and we got it back.
We were 3-0 down against Young Boys, weren't we?
Yeah.
Jeez, that was a crazy game.
Yeah.
Yeah. And somehow, because he got one, and so did Pav. No, somebody else got a late goal, didn't they, in that? And then we won. The home leg was about 4 or 5-1. But again, it felt typical Tottenham, didn't it? It's like, we got to the Champions League. Well, you're 20 minutes into your Champions League campaign, you're 3-0 down. This ain't looking good.
And no goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're going to leave it there for tonight. I have a few technical issues on my end that I need to bug out. We will be back hopefully over. We might be back tomorrow with a special show sometime during the day. Now it could be just me and Cooper. It could be the three of us. Saying we're not playing on Sunday, so we might put a shout in for a special game tomorrow. And then very quickly, Derek Hutchinson also said Shivers Go versus Wolves UEFA Cup final 1972 first leg. That game we are going to do. That's one game we're going to do one morning. That game. So Phil and Cooper, where can people find you? Start with you, Cooper. Where can people find you, sir?
Well, it's always here now. This is the mainstay. Otherwise, all three of us are always going to be hanging around with Irish Hotspur, aren't we? David Cho's fantastic. It was certainly my inspiration for going online in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I've been appearing a couple of times recently on We Are Tottenham TV. Dermot and I will be on the Two Brian's channel later tonight.
No, we're not.
No, we
it's
won't.
David and
Sorry,
Jack.
I meant the Irish Hotspur. It'll be Jack and David on there later tonight.
We've been on.
You're going to be there watching it.
Yeah.
God, I'm just losing it at the moment.
So am I.
Technical issues. It's in here with me. No, we're going to be on joining and watching Jack and David on the Two Brian's channels. Yeah. Tottenham on tour. I was going to say Tottenham away days. I'll just get everything wrong now. Otherwise, dotted around loads of the channels. I'll just sort of hopping on here and there.
Yeah.
Spreading myself thin, if that's possible, within you this size.
And Phil, where can people find you, sir?
Well, they can always find me on Tottenham Tantrum Gold, mainly in the evenings because I work. But yeah, always got a passing interest here. I think my Twitter
it doesn't really work, ladies and gentlemen. We have him down in the vault room, and we only let him out twice a week, tonight and Mondays. The rest of the time, he's down in the vault room looking for games. So apparently, he's got a Dell down there, but he's not letting us down to meet us.
If I had a Dell down there, you wouldn't see me for dust.
Right? Okay. Well, that's a conversation for after dark.
Yeah. But anyway, that's one story. And then I'm also on the Four Hotspurs on Josh's channel. And just while we're at it, big up to Josh. Congratulations, mate. So pleased with your news tonight. Wishing you all the best. Catch up with you over the weekend, my friend.
Will do. Thank you very much, Derek Hutchinson.
Yeah.
Excellent entertainment, guys. I mean, some people are obviously easily pleased. That's all I'll say.
It's why I'm finishing early, because I've got a bug in my laptop. I think I need to reset it or do something. I don't want it to jump off again and jump on again. So that's why I'm finishing. I mean, if you two lads want to carry on, you're more than welcome. I can come off. So if you do want to carry on talking, you're more than welcome to.
I think we were going to have a fairly short stream tonight because there's a fair few other things going on, isn't there? So
yeah, there is.
Don't want to be stepping on the toes of some of the big boys, or we'll get eaten alive. You know what that David Harris is like? Vicious he is.
God, yeah.
I also want to say you can find me on here, because you'll always find me on here because this is our channel. You'll find me on the Irish Hotspur now. Everyone, please. Oh, I don't know why I'm showing much. There we go, chucking everyone the Coke bottle at the screen. Oh, Lord, this show is descending into disaster.
I thought you were flicking the flies off like a sort of African king or something.
I swear to God, this show just the wheels fall off after about 5 minutes and we're sort of dangling in. We're like going down the canoe without a paddle, the three of us all together. What are we going to do? I don't know. Hell, we think. You finally get over to the Irish Hotspur, get him up to 5,000. Please, because he really deserves it. He's been a great inspiration and help to us. Him and Jack Konecki have been nothing but really supportive. And we reached over 100 subscribers just a couple of days ago, and it was down to all of you. I want to say thank you once again from the bottom of my heart and bottom from all our hearts. We wouldn't be here because of you. We do the content. This page was built by fans and it's for the fans. So this is the club, this is the channel's motto. Thank you, Paul Brown, very kind of you. But everyone, please get over to Tottenham Tantrum, get over to Tottenham Tour tonight, support Brian and Brian. They're trying to get to 1,000, so get them there. Also, get over to Josh, the Tottenham guy. He's doing his management stream at the moment, and also he's trying to raise 500. He's trying to raise money for a charity, so please, everyone, just donate what you can. I know everything is hard at the moment, but even a euro will help, so I'm sure he'd be grateful for that.
Yes, it's the Cosmic charity who helped his family through with his little girl being in hospital. Fantastic, awesome.
Yeah, so everyone, please go there. Derek Hutchison, thank you so much. That's very kind of you. One day we will get to 1,000 in the next 25, 50 years. We'll walk around with Zimmer friends when that happens. But everyone, get over to the Irish Hotspur, get them to 5,000. Let's get the two Bryans up to 1,000. And please all get over to Josh, the Tottenham guy. Give him a lot of support and try to put a little bit in.
We should give a shout out to Bob Spur as well, who's
Yeah, I also want to say Bob Spur, from behalf of myself, Coover and Phil, the Tottenham Tantrum Army, Gold Army, we'd like to send our condolences and our thoughts and prayers with you at this side time. And if you need anything, you know where we all are. We're on Twitter, so if you need anything, please don't just ask, and we'll be there. We'll do what we can.
He has a link up to the fundraiser for raising funds to funeral costs for his father who tragically.
Yeah, so please, everyone, get onto that link and also give as well. I know it's a tough time of year, but please, he's a lovely man, a proper gentleman. It's very supportive of us as well. So please, everyone, get over there. Two great causes. So please give what you can. And again, thank you so much for joining tonight. We'll be back, I think, tomorrow. We might do a show tomorrow. We might not. But if not, we're definitely back Monday morning at 10 o'clock. Coover, is it?
Yeah, I think let's try a little earlier, shall we? 9:30, 10 o'clock, something
we'll
like
be
that.
We'll be back at 9:30, between 9:30 and 10 with myself, Coover, and Ben from the coffee shop, where we're just talking from that Norwich game, and Ben wonder what Ben's Christmas jumper is going to be on Monday. But
yeah, if you got something on your mind you want to have like a chat about or something, just drop in. We're doing it casual. Just come on in. We'll have a chat with you about whatever you got on your mind. So
and
if it's Spurs related, we love it.
Yeah, and the link will be left open in the chat, so pop on. And then Monday evening, we are doing either the 1971 League Cup, 1973 League Cup final, or the 1994 Klinsmann's debut. So it's up to you. Let me know in the chat. I'm going to put the poll up on Twitter, on Tottenham Tantrum Twitter page later. So let me know. Thank you very much. Levy out.
Levy out.